Each day, we're met with challenges, from the weight of work and relationships to the pressures placed on us by society. These struggles stir powerful emotions that aren't always easy to manage. Have you ever truly paused to think about the people around you? Do they uplift you and push you toward growth, or do they leave you feeling drained and disconnected? Today, we'll explore the ancient yet ever-relevant wisdom of Stoicism. We'll break down 10 powerful principles to help you take control of your emotions, establish healthy boundaries, and surround yourself with people who align with your values. By the end, you'll uncover a path of clarity that leads to inner strength, balanced personal growth, and a deeper sense of purpose even in the middle of life's storms. Before we dive in, show your support by hitting the like button. You haven't yet. Subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss what's coming next. Stay with us until the end. These aren't just ideas, they're practical tools you can start using today to reshape how you see yourself and those around you through a Stoic lens. Let's begin. Number 1. Practicing selective compassion. Compassion is like a warm flame. It lights up our hearts and shows others we care. But even fire must be handled with purpose, or it risks burning out. Selective compassion means focusing your care where it truly matters. Like aiming a flashlight instead of trying to light up the entire world at once. The world is filled with suffering, more than any one person can heal. Think of it like rowing a small boat in a stormy ocean. If you try to save everyone, you might capsize yourself. But when you direct your energy toward where you can genuinely make a difference, you not only stay afloat, you help others with greater impact. It's not about ignoring pain, it's about choosing your battles wisely. When a friend needs you, be present. But when the problem is far beyond your reach, support from a distance, if possible without drowning in guilt. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. If you're constantly giving without taking care of yourself, your own light fades. So when someone genuinely needs your help and you're able, step forward. But when it's beyond your power, do what you can and let go of the rest. This mindful approach to compassion isn't about being cold, it's about being wise. It means reserving your energy for where it counts most and protecting your own strength so you can keep showing up for the people who truly need you. Number 2. Releasing toxic relationships. Have you ever noticed how deeply the people around you shape your emotional world? We often live under constant pressure, judged for our choices, measured by others' standards. But there's a hidden power in deciding who we allow into our inner world. Some people are like calm waters, helping us sail forward with peace and purpose. Others are more like storms, leaving destruction in their wake and confusing our direction. The Stoics, masters of emotional discipline, knew the importance of this. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Nowhere you can go is more peaceful and free from interruptions than your own soul." That peace begins with awareness. Do the people in your life nurture your growth, or do they hold you back? Walking away from toxic relationships isn't a failure, it's strength. It shows that you value your well-being and choose to cultivate a healthier life. Think of it like rebuilding a home. Sometimes you have to clear out the old, crumbling walls to make room for something stronger and more beautiful. Letting go may require honesty and courage, but what follows is a sense of freedom. Imagine entering spaces filled only with encouragement and love, instead of judgment and negativity. Take a moment now to reflect. Whose voices do you hear most? Are they lifting you or dragging you down? Detaching from harmful connections is not just an act of survival, it's an act of self-respect. It sets you on a path toward a more peaceful, authentic existence. Never forget, the people you allow into your closest circles shape the fabric of your reality. Choose with intention. This is your chance to pause, reevaluate, and rebuild a life supported by relationships that truly nourish your soul. Are you ready to make that choice? Number 3. Defining personal boundaries. Time is one of the most valuable things we have. It becomes more meaningful with every passing second. And just like time, our energy isn't infinite. Setting clear boundaries isn't just a way to protect ourselves, it's essential for living a life of purpose and authenticity. But what does it really mean to have personal boundaries? And why are they so vital in the fast-paced, demanding world we live in? Think of boundaries like invisible borders on a map. They define your space, your time, your emotions, your energy. These limits signal what you're okay with, what crosses the line, and when it's time to stand your ground. At their core, they reflect your self-respect and recognition of your own worth. Without firm boundaries, we easily fall into burnout, In a society that glorifies being busy all the time, it's easy to lose sight of what we need versus what others expect. When we blur those lines, we slowly give away control of our lives and, with it, a piece of our identity. Establishing limits is a delicate balance. It's about giving from the heart while still protecting your inner peace. It means understanding that you can't truly care for others unless you're also caring for yourself. As Epictetus said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Setting boundaries includes learning to say no when needed, not out of selfishness, but from a place of wisdom and self-care. It creates room for healthier, more meaningful relationships. It all begins with knowing yourself, what drains you, what fuels you, what truly matters to you. This awareness helps you express your needs clearly and confidently. Now imagine the freedom that comes from setting your own limits, the power to choose where your time goes, who you spend it with, and what truly deserves your attention. Picture the peace of living in harmony with your values. Ask yourself, what boundaries do I need to protect my energy, my time, and my mental clarity? Remember, setting boundaries doesn't mean shutting others out. It means creating space where real, authentic connection can thrive. Why not begin now? In the end, life isn't measured by how much we do, but by the depth of the moments we allow ourselves to fully experience. Are you ready to take back your time and define your own path? Number 4. Sharing emotions and opinions thoughtfully. In a world where every word has the power to heal or hurt, unite or divide, learning how to express ourselves with intention becomes a skill of great value. Think of your words like seeds in a garden. With the right care, they can grow into something beautiful, or they can wither if neglected. Just like a skilled gardener chooses how and when to plant, we must be thoughtful in how we communicate. Stoic philosophy offers us a guide. It teaches that true freedom lies in mastering how we think and respond, not in controlling everything around us. Imagine having the ability to choose your response in any situation, calmly and clearly, without letting anger or impulse take the lead. It's like holding the remote to your own emotional reactions, steering your life toward peace rather than chaos. Epictetus reminded us, we cannot control the external events around us, but we can control our reactions to them. That's the essence of Stoic wisdom, the strength to respond with clarity and presence. So why is it so important to filter our emotions and opinions before sharing them? We live in a world of instant communication where anything can be shared in seconds, but speed should never replace depth. When we speak with intention, we avoid unnecessary arguments, misunderstandings, and emotional chaos. Instead, we build meaningful connections. By practicing inner stillness and listening with empathy before we speak, we create space for deeper understanding. When we truly hear others, even when we disagree, we show courage and compassion, and that creates stronger relationships. Let's say you disagree strongly with a friend's opinion. Stoicism doesn't tell you to stay silent. It teaches you to speak your truth, respectfully, aiming not to win the argument, but to build understanding. Instead of reacting with ego or anger, we create dialogue, a shared space where both people can grow. That's how we transform disagreements into moments of insight. Real communication isn't just about saying what's on your mind. It's about speaking with authenticity and bravery. It's about being real, even when you're uncertain or vulnerable. When we communicate this way, we don't just find our own voice, we inspire others to find theirs too. So let's choose our words with care. Like a gardener tending to fragile blossoms, let us speak with patience, kindness, and purpose. Let our words bring light, not conflict. And as we continue this journey, may we not only learn how to speak, but how to live more deeply, more fully, and more truly. If you've stayed with us this far, consider sharing your thoughts in the comments. Your insight might help someone else on their path. Let's continue this journey together. Number 5. Loving with strength and freedom. When we talk about love, the deep, universal longing that connects us all, it's easy to think only in terms of emotion. But Stoicism invites us to view love through a different lens, not just about feelings, but about the way we choose to love. According to the Stoics, true love isn't about control or possession. It's about loving fully while allowing the other person the freedom to be who they truly are. It's not about holding on too tightly, it's about nurturing connection while respecting individuality. Imagine love like a bird in flight. If you grip it too hard, you crush its spirit. But if you care for it gently and give it the space to soar, it thrives, and so do you. This kind of love doesn't trap or restrict, it uplifts. It encourages both people to grow into their fullest selves. Choosing to love this way means we come together not from neediness, but from a deep desire to share who we are. It's a love that understands change is part of life. Things may shift, people evolve, but instead of fearing this, we learn to cherish each moment. Every shared experience becomes a gift, not a guarantee. Marcus Aurelius beautifully said, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." Even if paths diverge, the love that was shared remains, leaving behind warmth and wisdom. Picture the beauty of loving someone wholeheartedly, without losing yourself in the process. That's the kind of love the Stoics spoke of. A love that's deep, yet doesn't depend on possession. A love rooted in strength, not fear. So let's choose to love not to fill an empty space, but to add richness to each other's lives. Let it be the kind of love that inspires, that liberates, and that lights up everything around it. Number 6. Putting yourself first without guilt. Stoicism teaches us something that's simple but revolutionary. Looking after yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. Being your best self starts with prioritizing your own well-being. Because how can you give to others when you're running on empty? Think of yourself as a glass of water. If that glass is dry, how can you quench anyone else's thirst? You need to refill it first. That's what self-care is about, making sure you're strong enough to handle life and be there for the people you care about. Self-care doesn't mean ignoring others. It means not forgetting yourself in the process. It's the balance between kindness to others and honesty with yourself. And part of this honesty is being authentic in how you communicate. Speaking your truth might feel uncomfortable at first. You might worry about upsetting others, but real connection is built on truth. When you're genuine, you create relationships founded on respect and trust. That means learning to say no when something doesn't align with your values. When you're simply too drained, it's okay to rest. You don't need to apologize for needing space or setting limits. Being honest in conversations, even when it's tough, shows integrity. And when you live this way consistently, others begin to follow your lead. It creates a ripple effect where self-respect and emotional health become the norm, not the exception. Never forget, putting yourself first isn't a betrayal of others. It's a commitment to your own health, happiness, and truth. When you take care of yourself, you empower everyone around you to do the same. Number 7. Embracing hardship and awakening. Inner strength. Life doesn't always unfold the way we expect. It surprises us with setbacks, heartbreaks, and difficult moments. But within those struggles lies something powerful, the opportunity to discover our true resilience. Facing adversity isn't just about getting through it, it's about gaining perspective. It's during life's hardest moments that we uncover lessons we never knew we needed and strengths we never thought we had. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, once said, "Fire is the test of gold, adversity, the test of strong men." Every obstacle we face becomes a test of our character, our mindset, and our emotional endurance. When challenges appear, we're always faced with a choice: shrink back in fear, or step forward with courage and use the struggle as fuel for growth. Stoicism encourages us to choose the latter, just to survive adversity, but to transform through it. Think of each difficulty as life asking you a question. What can you learn here? What wisdom is hidden beneath this hardship? When you look at challenges this way, they stop being threats and start becoming turning points. Every tough moment becomes a training ground. Every setback becomes a stepping stone. So how do we put this mindset into practice? It begins with acceptance, acknowledging that pain and difficulty are part of the journey. This doesn't mean we have to enjoy hardship. It simply means we stop resisting the truth of it. And in doing so, we open ourselves up to learn from it. Each challenge holds something valuable. Sometimes it teaches us patience. Sometimes it teaches us our limits or how to break through them. Other times, it reveals who we really are when life gets hard. And the more we face these moments with clarity and courage, the stronger we become. We build emotional resilience, the kind that keeps us grounded when storms hit. It gives us the ability to stay steady, to manage our emotions, and to move forward without being crushed by fear or frustration. When we embrace hardship as a teacher, fear transforms into courage, doubt shifts into possibility, struggle becomes strength. This is the Stoic way to look within, draw upon your inner fire, and walk forward knowing you're capable of handling whatever life brings next. Number 8. Cultivating a grateful mindset. You ever notice that when the noise of the world fades and life finally slows down, there's a quiet peace that sneaks in? That calm is often gratitude, soft, unspoken, yet deeply powerful. It doesn't announce itself, it just settles into the heart, gently reminding us of everything we already have. This quiet wisdom echoes the teachings of the Stoics, who believed in self-awareness, virtue, and the profound power of appreciating life as it is. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." Gratitude is not just about saying thank you, it's about recognizing the silent value of the ordinary moments we often overlook. Every challenge, every joy, every connection holds meaning. Even the difficult experiences teach us, guiding us, growing us. Gratitude allows us to see that and that shift in perspective. It's life-changing. Suddenly, what once felt like an obstacle becomes a lesson. What once felt like a burden becomes a stepping stone. Gratitude transforms how we see everything. It grounds us. It pulls us away from the endless chase for more, the pressure to constantly upgrade our lives, and brings us back to the present, to what already exists, to what truly matters. Starting a gratitude practice doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, it's beautifully simple. Take a moment, just one each day, to pause and notice. Maybe it's the warmth of your tea, the sound of laughter, the glow of sunlight after a long day. These tiny details often slip by, unnoticed, but they hold immense power, and when you begin to notice them, something shifts. Your heart opens, your relationships deepen. Gratitude becomes a bridge not just to a better mood, but to more meaningful connection with others. When we express our appreciation out loud, we're not just being polite, we're honoring the value someone brings into our life. That creates a ripple of warmth and recognition that strengthens every bond, even in tough times. Gratitude gives us something to hold on to. It reminds us that no matter how uncertain life gets, there's still beauty to be found, still light shining through the cracks. Gratitude is flexible. It helps us bend without breaking. It teaches us how to stay connected to others, to the moment, and to something greater than ourselves. So consider this an invitation. Let every new day be. Number 9. Living fully. Grabbing hold of the present moment with intention and passion unlocks the door to deep, lasting transformation. It leads us toward what truly gives life meaning. The timeless teachings of Stoicism remind us to anchor ourselves in the now, because in reality, life doesn't happen in the past or future, it unfolds right here, in this very moment. Each breath is a fresh start. Each second offers a new chance to live with purpose. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Never let the future disturb you. You will face it, if you must, armed with the same reason that shields you today." But our minds, they love to wander, drifting into yesterday's regrets or tomorrow's worries. We often overlook the only time that truly belongs to us, the present. When we shift our attention back to the now, we loosen the grip of fear and regret. We regain our power by focusing on what we can influence, and that's where true living begins. Just imagine the impact of being fully present, completely absorbed in the task at hand, no matter how small, feeling every breath, hearing every sound, immersed in the flow of life. Not only does this deepen our appreciation of the world around us, it also boosts our clarity and sharpens our focus. We enjoy our highs more deeply and face challenges with a clearer, calmer mind. So, how do we build this ability to live in the moment? It begins with awareness, simply noticing when your mind has wandered and gently bringing it back. No judgment, no guilt, just a soft return to the now, whether by focusing on your breath, tuning into your senses, or fully engaging in whatever you're doing. Practices like meditation, mindfulness, or even creative flow can strengthen this habit. The more we return to the present, the more vivid life becomes. Small, ordinary moments start to glow with meaning. Our connections deepen. Even struggles feel lighter when faced with calm clarity. Living in the present is more than just awareness, an act of self-respect, a way to honor life itself. When we choose to be here fully, consciously, we not only enrich our own lives, but also become a source of joy to others. Every moment becomes a celebration, a reminder of how precious it is just to be. So let's commit to living now, to recognizing the uniqueness of each moment, to uncovering joy in simplicity, strength in presence, and depth in the everyday. It's in these moments, fully lived, that we discover real fulfillment. Number 10. Self-sufficiency and independence. You ever thought about becoming the source of your own happiness? That's what the Stoics meant when they spoke of self-sufficiency, not isolation or emotional detachment, but discovering a deep, quiet strength within yourself. It's not about shutting the world out. It's about learning to stand steady, even when the world gets loud. Self-sufficiency means finding peace and contentment without constantly seeking approval, praise, or support from others. It's living with courage, honesty, and inner balance, qualities that no one can give or take away from you. Think of them as treasures hidden within you. When you tap into them, the outside world loses its power to shake your foundation. So, how do you get there? There's no magic shortcut. It's a gradual process, a personal journey of growth. Each day you make small choices to improve yourself. You face your struggles with bravery. You learn from your mistakes, but don't let them define you. With time, you realize that happiness doesn't depend on people, possessions, or circumstances. That doesn't mean you won't appreciate love, friendship, or joy, but you'll no longer rely on them to feel whole. In fact, you'll appreciate them even more, because you'll be enjoying them from a place of wholeness, not need. Embracing this Stoic idea of independence is a journey into self-discovery. It frees you, it strengthens you, it helps you walk through life with grace and confidence. As we move forward, let's carry these powerful Stoic insights with us. Let's live with intention. Let's build strength from within, and let's create a space here and in our lives where growth, kindness, and reflection thrive. Take a moment to reflect. What resonated most with you today? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Let's turn this into a meaningful conversation, a shared journey toward deeper understanding. Thank you for being part of this exploration of Stoic wisdom. If you're eager to learn more, check out the recommended videos on your screen. May your path be filled with clarity, joy, and growth. Until next time, stay grounded, stay strong, and most importantly, stay true to yourself.